Did anybody hear music on the intro? It was weird. I didn't have it muted. It's really, 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 really odd. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Who we got in the house? We have got... Yeah, did anybody hear the music? Yeah, you guys heard, like, you heard... Okay. Really weird. I had the monitor on and I had no sound. My headphones plugged in? What the hell's going on here, man? It's really weird. All right, who we got in the house today? We've got Bill Morehouse, Steve Cox drums, Uzi. I know I saw Uzi in here. Mikey V, Richard Stewart. How's everybody doing? So, before I get off on one of my tangents, couple things. If you want your stuff played on the show, send your... How do we do this right? Like this. Send it right there. Right there. Send me your channel. Give me permission to use your stuff. Because if you were an ekit drummer, there's a very good chance I would be playing your stuff and you didn't send it to me. And another thing, before I forget, I would like you guys to check out a channel. A friend of mine is putting out an album of all drum. It's nothing but drums. Drum-based songs, drum solos. I put a link down below in the description. His name is Dave Shepke. He is a fantastic drummer. I actually took lessons from him for a while. He's like a real deal. Like, I'm good at 2 and 4. Dave's like good at everything. So go check out his channel. Listen to some of his stuff. I mean, the guy's really, really, really good. So who we got? Mikey V, Steve Cox drum, Richard Stewart. How you doing, my friend? All right. So I gotta bring it up. First, another thing is YouTube notifications. YouTube is really starting to piss me off. I don't know if you guys got the notification I'm going live, but for two times this week, with Michael Johnson's stream, he was going to premiere a video on a live stream, and Paulie G was going to premiere a video on a live stream. Both times I hit remind me, and I didn't get a notification. So that's kind of wondering if you guys got the notification for this, because it is getting a little irritating with the notifications things. I mean, with the subscription things, I'm hitting notification bells on channels. I'm not getting alerts. You know, if I subscribe to your channel, all right, sometimes I do it to be nice, but if I hit that bell, I'm doing it because I want to see what you're putting out, and a lot of times that is not getting through to me because YouTube sucks. So, speaking of suck, the NFL sucks. I don't know if you guys saw the game today. Well, to me, there's only one game, and that would be the Packers. Clay Matthews, I don't know if you guys follow the NFL. Clay Matthews got called again for a roughing the passer penalty. It was a clean hit. I can't, for the life of me, figure out what they want these defensive players to do. You know, the NFL has figured out a way to... They're really, really, really screwing up a perfectly good game. It's like they're taking lessons from NASCAR on how to make your fans hate your sport. I've like, for the last 15 years, my NFL viewership has been in a steady decline. I always say, like, I'm a Packer fan. I'm not necessarily an NFL fan. I really haven't watched NFL football other than the Packers or games that affect the Packers in years. I've lost interest in it. They have got a serious problem on their hands. But I digress. I want to get into the videos because I got a lot of videos I want to play. Yeah, Steve Cox saw it. It was a terrible call. I don't get, you know, I understand roughing the passer, and you got to protect the quarterback. I get that. But it comes to a point where it's these guys, they're clean hits. This was a clean hit. He hit him, tackled him. The dude still had the frickin' ball in his hand, and they call roughing the passer. It was a tackle. It was a tackle that's been a tackle since the beginning of football, and they threw the flag, and I was about ready to lose my mind. But let's get into the videos. I got a lot of stuff to play. I've got a lot of stuff to play. The first one up is, speaking of Steve Cox, he's my first video up tonight. This is American Idiot. Here we go. What did I forgot to turn on the mic. All right, we can start the show now. Tony's here. Tony is here. So I think I mentioned this. Well, I know I mentioned this on the promo video. I'm extending an olive branch to the ekit drummers. I know sometimes I've referred to your drum sets as Guitar Hero drums, and I've said that every time I play an ekit, I die a little inside. And I actually think, if I remember correctly, I compared to playing an ekit to having sex with a blow-up doll. I mean everything I said, but I just want to let you guys know that I love you, and it's not your fault that you have to play those things. I'm sorry. So, speaking of ekits, this next one, this is not an ekit. It is an ekit, but it's not. It's kind of a hybrid thing. I don't know what exactly he's going on. I've seen in pictures he's got a TD11 module, and he's clearly got rolling pads, but he's also using acoustic cymbals, and I think he might have an acoustic drum kit. Maybe he can tell me more while I play the video, but I really want to comment on this because this song is such a difficult song to play, and he played it so incredibly well. I was just so blown away the first time I saw this, like genuinely blowing away. Blowing away. So here's my man Bill Morehouse with Surprise, You're Dead. Open your eyes! Yeah, that was really good. I'll tell you what, man, I am super tired tonight. I wasn't sure I was going to do this stream. I actually considered postponing it till tomorrow, and then I kind of mentioned it to my wife, and she said, well, what about your fans? And I know she meant it like snarky, like she doesn't know how beloved I am. Like, she doesn't know how important I am to the community. You know, she doesn't know. She doesn't appreciate what I got going on here. So, but then I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the stream. So I apologize if I seem a little off tonight. I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. Really, I'm not drunk. If I was drunk, this would be a lot better. I'm actually really sober, but I've spent the entire last 2 days working on that studio, trying to get that stupid thing done so I could actually start recording some videos again instead of like trying to get cheap views with these live streams. Yeah, because that's what they are, the cheap views. You know, I was so impressed the first time I saw that Surprise You're Dead video. I mean, just absolutely blown away. He nailed every lick. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Bill, but do you chart out your covers? I thought I remember you seeing something somewhere where you might chart out your covers or something like that, because there's a lot of stuff going on in that thing, and like I'm like surprised that you can remember it all. What do we got up next? Oh, so he does chart out the hard parts. Yeah, the hard parts. Like that's amazing to me. I can't chart. I can read music, but I'm like the kid in I'm the kid in school. Like I can't spell anything, but I can read okay. I can't write out charts. I can't write out music. I don't know what it is. I can read it just fine, but Uzi says he hasn't had sex with his blow up. I mean, he hasn't played his ekit since the end of June. All right. Sorry, Uzi. Sorry, you know I love you. By the way, Uzi is going to be my guest next week. Did we tell anybody that, Uzi? Can we let the cat out of the bag? Uzi, who I consider to be the Scorsese of drum covers, he's going to be he's a mad genius, and he's going to be my guest next week. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to like prod him on some tips on how he makes some of his videos. Who we got up next? We got Jay 2.0, Mr. Jay Klein, doing. I got a lot of Black Sabbath on the videos tonight, but he's doing. I'm not gonna. Apparently, I'm in a Black Sabbath phase or something. But this is Jay doing Fairies Wear Boots. This is another killer version of this. Drums sound great, even though they are blow-up dolls. Jay. I didn't have to pee. I just I don't have a lot to talk about tonight, so I'm trying to kill time. Trying to kill some time. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I got nothing. I've got nothing to talk about tonight. For the first time in my life, I don't know what the hell to talk about. I could complain about the NFL and how much they suck, but you guys don't want to hear that. I could complain about, because that's all, I complain a lot. I could complain about YouTube notifications. I already complained about that. I do want to talk about something that we touched on a show last week. At the beginning of the show, I don't know who saw the show with Nate and Jeremy from Little Drummer Channel. Hey, Steve Cox is, or Steve the drummer. Steve the drummer's here. How you doing, Steve? Nate had mentioned something that he would love to play in a band, but he has problems finding guys his age that want to play in bands. And I'm almost thinking, I'm almost thinking that we are almost at like a crisis mode with younger people not wanting to play music. It's like they a lot of the really good young drummers I see are sitting in their basement playing YouTube covers, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not out making music with other people your age, there's no new music getting made, and then there's no new music to play YouTube covers to, and we're stuck playing the same stuff that's 30, 40 years old. It's seriously, I think we're at a crisis point, and I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I teach it at school where we put all the kids in groups, and we assign them songs and everything to play with, but it's like it's an organized activity. It's like soccer. It's like Little League. Half the kids don't even want to be there. You know, they're just there because their parents are making them. Yeah, like Jay Klein says, I've been in plenty of bands, some pretty serious over the years. By far, the Jay Clever drum cover band is my favorite. Never late to practice, and the guitar player is never too loud. Correct, but what I'm worried about is I'm not worried about you're old, man. You're old. I'm old. You know, we're not the future of this instrument. It's the young guys that are the future of this instrument, and they're not out there doing it. There's just not as like there's a band. There's a band in my area. They're all young. They're all in their 20s. They're looking for a drummer, and they can't get a drummer. They can't get a call back from a drummer under the age of 40. There's no young drummers that want to play with these guys. And they're a killer band. Like, I want to play with this band. I'm seriously thinking about, like, wearing a mask so they wouldn't know how old I was. It'd be like that horrible Rainn Wilson movie, The Rocker. You know, it's where I'd just be that old guy, like, with the band of young and up-and-coming kids. But I think, and I don't know, like, I don't know how to fix this problem, but I think it's a serious problem in not just the rock and roll world, which rock and roll is pretty much dead. As a viable art form, it's pretty much done. There's no young people doing rock anymore, and if they are, they're getting overlooked, or they're not in the mainstream. You know, you got your bands like Red Hot Fleet, you got some of the other bands like Ghost, some of these younger bands like that. For the most part, rock is no longer a viable art form, and I think it's gonna fade out. I really do. But that being said, I'm here to talk about ekit drummers, and I got a double dose of Mr. Ronnie James Dio coming up. The first one is from my Australian friend living in Greece, which is, I don't know how that happened, but this is some Black Sabbath Ronnie James Dio. Sing me a song, you're a singer! Yeah, man, that was really good. I gotta be honest. When I was going through his videos, I never even watched it till the end. That's the first time, like, because I love Dio with Sabbath. I love Dio with Sabbath. I just love that song, and that's the first time I saw the video at the end. I didn't know he did that double kicking thing at the end. That was freaking killer, freaking killer. All right. Wow, time is really flying on this whole show. Holy cow. 14 dog years old. Yeah. Was he he was not known as Polly G, I take it in the beginning, because it says TD17 or something like as a username. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Jay, you've been around. You would know. Jay. Come on, Jay. Jay's furiously typing right now, or he's pooping. One of the two. It's hard to say which one it is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he was, his old news. Okay, it was TD Rollin' TD. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, I got, speaking of Beats by Jay, I got more. From Beats by Jay. I've got, more Dio, another drummer named Jay, and another ekit. But this is the coolest ekit of them all because it's Jay's. It's Jay's ekit. I got to make sure I hit the right J too, because I have two J's on my thingy screen here, and like an idiot, I didn't differentiate between the two. I should have put J 2.0 and then Beats by Jay. But all right, fingers crossed. I think this is the right one. Here we go. When there's lightning!
You know it always brings me down.
Yeah, that was really good, too. That was really good. I really, really dig that song. And don't forget to get your officially licensed Beat by Jay merchandise. I don't have any merchandise, or I'd be peddling my stuff on this show. But Jay's got merchandise, so go buy a Jay shirt. Go buy a Beats by Jay shirt. By the way, Steve the drummer, I'm talking to you, sir. I'd be playing you on this show if you sent me permission at this particular, if I can poke right in the A. Right in the A. I'm like a 12-year-old. I'm a 12-year-old. Drum Geeks at Outlook. Send your permission for me to play your videos. Mikey V, that goes for you too. I'd love to play some of your stuff. By the way, trivia question. No cheating. Who played drums on... Steve, I already mentioned who played drums on his last track, but who played drums on the Black Sabbath Heaven and Hell album? Because I don't know. I think I know, but I want to know if you know. Anybody know who that was? Black Sabbath Heaven and Hell. Anybody? Does anybody know? I want to say it was... it was Cozy. I think it was Cozy Powell, wasn't it? Was it Vinny a piece? It was Vinny too? Oh wow, I had no idea. I thought it was Cozy Powell. I suppose I could look that up here. If there's only some device, we could look on the internet here and see. Drums, Black. Let's see. Now I'm curious. Black Sabbath. Heaven and Hell. Google always knows. I got a bunch of YouTube videos. Hold on. Still looking here. I hate dead air. Yeah, I want to say Cozy Powell's with. Let's see, Heaven and Hell. All right, here's Wikipedia. Wikipedia would know, because Wikipedia is never wrong. Overview, come on, I just want to get to who played on it. Jerks. No, not the track listing. Who played drums on that album? Personnel, here we go. It was Bill Ward. No kidding. I thought at this point Bill Ward would have been gone. I had no idea. Probably had like 4 heart attacks in the making of that album. Bill Ward is not, like, I don't see how Bill Ward's long for this world. He is in rough looking shape. I don't know if you've seen him lately, but he's lived a hard life, and yet Ozzy lives on. All right, last video. I saved the most Guitar Hero looking drum kit for last, but this is also an incredible performance. But this is one of the first videos I think I saw this guy do, and he just happens to be my guest next week, as I'm talking about Uzi Boo Boo Doo-Doo. And I think he challenged me to a battle of Master of Puppets, and I kind of looked into some of his videos before, and he had challenged me to a battle of Master of Puppets, and I immediately, like I always do, is I go in and I look to see what I'm getting myself into, and this video came up, and I immediately thought, man, what the hell did I get myself into? This is no joke. This song is no joke. I've been trying to, off and on, I've been spending a lot of time. One of these days, I'm going to get this song, and I'm going to play it. But Uzi already did it. No, wrong one. No, don't do that one. No, don't hit that one. Spit out the bone.
Due to the intense nature of this film, viewer and parental discretion is strongly advised.
damn, dude, that was really good. Really good. I'm determined. I am determined I'm going to do that song. And I know somebody else is determined to do that song, too. We should try and get it out at the same time, because that song is no joke. When I first heard... I was a huge Metallica fan when I was younger. Like, a huge Metallica fan. One of the bands I grew up listening to, you know. Obviously, like Master of Puppets, and Justice came out. Black Album came out, and I really liked Black Album. And then they kind of went through the whole reload phase. They kind of lost me. And then the one album with the trash can snare. What the hell's the name of that album? Oh, man. I know everybody knows it. I'm just looking like an idiot here because I can't remember the name of that damn album. The one where they're playing at San Quentin Prison, that video, with the horrible trash can sound. But it had, thank you, Saint Anger. That came out, and I got what they were trying to do. And a lot of people hated that album. I had mixed feelings on it. I really liked that. I actually liked that Saint Anger song. What's the other song on that album that's actually really good? My lifestyle determines my death style. That's a cool song. That's a really good song. I got what they were trying to do. And then came Death Magnetic, and it was like, okay, they're getting back. They're getting back. And then the last album came out, and first time I heard Hardwired, I was like, yes, all right, here we go. And then I got the album the day it came out. It's the first time I've done that with a Metallica album in a long time. And Frantic, thank you, Frantic. It's the first time I bought a Metallica album the day it came out in a long time. I think I actually pre-ordered it. I got it, and I heard Spit Out the Bone, and I lost, excuse my language, but I lost my shit. This is the song, in my opinion, that's the song they've been trying to write since Master of Puppets came out. It is an absolute freaking masterpiece of the song, and I really, really want to do a cover of that song. Like, that's one of my ever songs right now. I started working on it, and then I kind of get away because that's one you got to do that one right. So, well, it's getting to be about that time. Next week, I got the Martin Scorsese of the guy from the last video. I actually got him on this show. I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that he agreed to do it. But he went and he got Skype and the whole bit, and we're gonna talk some drums next week. We're gonna talk about some his video techniques, because he has got the best videos in the community. I've said it time and time and time again. What's that? Since he won't do anything about it, we need to damn that dog hair on the mic. What, right here? Hold on. Well, that's a piece of Piper hair right there. Look, I got paint on my fingers. It's my whole life this weekend was just, I lived down in that basement. I am just wiped. Pipes, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Up. All right. We're signing off. That's the dog hair right there. I'm out, guys. I'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Talk to you guys later. Join me next week with Uzi. Bye.